Now we are live. Hi, everybody. Welcome to our weekly show to have experts to be on this interview with me. Today, I have a beautiful expert, Kyla Liu. Before we start, I want to introduce a very interesting story how we got connected. When I saw Kyla's profile, I saw her last name, IIU, and that's my maiden name. That's the name I was born with. It's a very traditional, very popular Chinese name. I thought Kyla has nothing resembling a Chinese person. She has this last name, and she's the most beautiful Liu I know of. So it was very interesting how we got to know each other. This just tells us that the world is a melting pot. Now we all coming
Absolutely.
together, right?
Yes.
I'm so excited for you to be on the show, Kyla.
I am so excited to be here. And yeah, for those of you who don't know, my husband is very Asian. So everyone hears Kyla Liu and expects this Asian girl to show up. And nope, it's me.
It's really cool. Love that. So I want to briefly introduce Kyla. Kyla is a professional ballroom dancer and brings that passion and work ethic from dance into her online business. She has a bachelor's degree in exercise and wellness from Birmingham Young University, but she never really enjoyed school or working for others. Who does? Um,
Exactly.
when she and her sweetheart were married last year, she took a 9 to 5 job, helping them pay the bills, and she was miserable and felt stuck. Before getting married, she had heard about sales funnels and was curious about what they were and how they worked. After falling in love with building funnels, she decided to quit her 9 to 5 with $0 coming in the door and make her decisions out of love instead of fear. Kyla has been building funnels for 4 years now, and her mission is to help passionate entrepreneurs save frustration and their precious time by building a vehicle for them to be able to share their products with the world. Outside of work and dance, Kyla loves sushi, dogs, and traveling with her husband. Welcome, Kyla.
Thank you so much. And thank you for that introduction.
I'm so grateful to have you on the show. I see so many talented people, and for is your background as a professional ballroom dancer, and how do you feel to make the transition into building funnel? This seems to be two completely different worlds, right?
They totally are. And when people hear that, like, oh wait, you're a professional ballroom dancer, do you sell stuff online related to dance? And I'm like, no, I don't sell stuff online related to dance. I'm a funnel builder. But that's a great question. So
Mm,
I've been dancing my whole life. I've loved it. I've been hooked from the minute I started. Mainly for any of those of you who know what ballroom dancing is, like the ballroom dresses are amazing. And that's honestly what got me in. So I see as a little girl, like seeing these sparkly, amazing dresses, I was like, I want to wear one of those. And
mm,
so I got in, but I quickly realized, obviously, that being a ballroom dancer is more than the makeup and the dresses and stuff. And developing and becoming a serious competitor was really challenging, not just physically, but mentally as well. And I have had such amazing coaches and mentors throughout my dance career that constantly told me, you don't have to be the best dancer on the floor to win. You just
mm.
have to be the person who believes it the most. And
Wow, I love that.
and so I was working constantly on my mindset to become a serious competitor.
Mm,
And as I got out of college and I graduated, I realized, okay, I want to be able to work from my computer. I want to be able to still travel and compete
mm,
like I normally do, but I want to be able to create a stream of income that is
mm.
separate from my dancing. And so
So
I
that's your passion.
Mhm.
Like you don't want it to be a like something you have to uh bring the bread to the table, right? You just want to have
Exactly.
fun, right?
Yeah, because I was at a point I was teaching a lot of dance, and it just made dance less enjoyable for me. So I'm like, I still wanna
Mm-hmm.
dance, I still wanna do what I love, but the income I want it to be coming from another source, so I can still enjoy my passion of dancing, and that's kind of why I looked at and goes, "I love to build funnels, and do that in the online space, and then I'll continue to dance away when I'm away from my computer."
Mm-mm. Beautiful. I love how you said your coach, your dance teacher told you. I really feel that way as well. It's not the person with the strongest muscles that won the race, and it's not about just. It's not only about your talent, because of your mental state, right? You have to be fully present.
Right.
Really determines the success.
And
So.
yeah, exactly. And I learned that a little bit of the hard way too, because like my coach was telling me this, and so my partner and I, we really buckled down on our mindset, and it was like, hey, we wanted to win this one comp where we would earn a national title, and we did, but then we got cocky and stopped working on it and thought it was just about the dancing, and we lost the next year after. So it was like it's just a real life experience of like your mindset is such a big deal. So work on it.
Yeah, this is so important. And also, I love a lot of people in the online space now with multiple disciplinary. I feel like it's needed now. In the past, you are okay. For example, others, they can find a good publisher and they will bring their book to the masses. But now, the others, they need to promote themselves. They need to have a platform. They need to master this internet marketing skills and stuff. And they need to be good at presenting themselves, like the
Right.
speaking and presentations, building relationship with others. So, how do you find with your background help you in business?
Well, when it comes to dance, you have so many, and when you compete as a ballroom dancer, it's you and your partner, and you're on the floor with a bunch of other couples as well. And basically, the guy has a number on his back, and the judges have a pen and paper, and basically, they circle the numbers they want to make it back into the next round. And so,
Mm,
your job as a couple is to catch attention, but also be yourselves because
yeah.
you don't want to look like the rest of the people. Yes, you want to fit in the way that it's not bad to look at, but then be yourself.
Mm,
So, and yes, it is all about presentation because as much as people hate to say it, first impressions and what people think of how you look and how you present yourself is such a big deal. And
mm,
even though some dancers want to like put the blinders on and go, no, it's just all about my dancing. It's
mm,
not. It's about your costumes. It's about how well your hair's done. It's about how you perform and how well you stick to your own brand. It's not about
mm,
fitting in with everyone else and being the same as everyone else, but looking the best way that you can look. And so I learned that a lot through dance and coming into this online space, becoming my own boss. That was a big deal. Like, okay, how I
mm.
show up, first of all, I got to be myself, but how can I be the best version of myself and stand out from the crowd?
Yeah, I love how you said that because I know there's a very big name marketer who's very famous in the online space. He was started off very shy, like he couldn't speak to strangers,
Yeah,
that type of person. He took a dance lesson to open himself up, like to really put
I
his
love
whole
it.
body there, like how to swing the arms and how to be fully present. After that experience, he's so good at, presentations or webinars. It totally changes his presence.
Oh,
So this is absolutely useful because in the past I overlooked these skills. Now I realize, even speaking, even your singing, uh, that type of controlling your voice and your body, your posture, your energy, that's involved in business. That's really, really important.
Yeah,
It's not to be overlooked.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm so glad you come from that background. You fully embody that energy.
Oh, thank you. As a dancer, it's not just learning like how to be energetic, how to perform, but for me, especially like dance dance is so much more than just a hobby. Dance is a place where I can just go and be free. And when it was coming to me competing, my huge goal, and it still is now as a competitor, is all right, I can perform, I can feel amazing as I dance, but how do I get other people to feel
Feel that.
amazing through
Mhm.
my dancing? And so it's about learning to how can I share my soul with other people? And as a
Mhm.
dancer, you have to learn how to do that through your body and
Mhm.
without being able to use your words. And
Right.
that's definitely something that's so valuable is, okay, how can I condition my body to have this awesome energy that people can feel without me
Mhm.
having to open my mouth and speak?
Yes, that's just so powerful. So I also learned that you studied over 700 millionaires.
Yes,
So before we tap into the funnel your way to success, this is part of the funnel way to success, right? You're
exactly.
so, so it's totally related. Can you share with us what you have found? What
Yes.
is special about these millionaires? What we need to do to be like them to achieve that,
Yeah.
massive success?
So when I started learning about funnels and getting into that space, I realized that there's a lot more things that contribute to a funnel's success than just the
Mhm.
actual funnel. I
Right.
personally just love the funnel aspect, but I didn't want to be naive and go, oh, just having a funnel in your business will make you successful, will make you a millionaire. And so at that point, I really started to do research on in the marketing and what makes people more successful than other
Mhm.
people. And so it was just like a slow over time. I would slowly just, okay, let's look at this person, let's look at this person. And then just like a couple weeks ago I was like, dang, I have all this information that I've just slowly acquired over the years. I want to share this with people. So I have a video series. I just launched it. It's the Millionaire Code because I love to code. That's
Mhm.
what I do in my funnels. People are like, you're crazy. Coding is so boring. I'm like, I love it. It's so cool. But what I found was six main components that make up this code. And some of those were belief system. And I tried to go a little bit deep and as a dancer and that background, I believe so much in how much your mindset plays and that role in your
Mhm.
business. So I
Mhm.
studied a bunch of their mindset and how they handle fear. A lot of it too was, did they use funnels in their business? Did they not? Um, how did they approach their customers? And how was these millionaires, their customer journey different than what maybe more average people are doing, even though no one's average, everyone's amazing. Um, but different things like that. They were doing email marketing. Yes, they
Mhm.
were using funnels. What software was it? The belief in themselves, different things like that. I compiled it into six main pieces of the code. So for any of
Mhm.
you guys who are interested, you can check out my website. The video series is there.
Oh, okay. I'm going to put up the website towards the end, so so everyone can find you and they can learn how these millionaires conduct their business.
Yeah,
What's special about their mindset?
right.
It's all about mindset. It's about shifting the energy, and they have that unshakable belief in themselves.
Yeah.
That's so crucial.
And it's not about, okay, like these millionaires, it's not just they had easier lives than other people, and that's why they are millionaires now. In fact, most of them, as I was studying their stories and their businesses and actually buying their products, it
Mm,
was, man, some of these millionaires had ridiculously hard lives and really hard challenges, but it was how they handled it that is different than other people, and going, you know what, this is hard, but I'm going to keep focusing forward and not focus on how crappy my situation is right now.
Yes, it's about the focus, right?
Yeah.
And directing that focus. This is so important. It's like kind of like a funneling. So let's go back to the funnel. So, kind of, can you tell us the difference between a funnel and a website? And I
Yeah.
know a lot of people have a beautiful website. There are a gazillion things on the website, right? And people
Yeah.
really don't know what action to take.
Right.
So can you tell us the difference between a funnel and a website?
Yeah, absolutely. This is probably the question I get the most. It's either like, what's the difference and what actually is a funnel? So those are like the
Mm,
two main questions I get all the time. And let me give you, first off, people think that a website and a funnel are basically the exact same thing. But when you dive in and you take a look at the inside of both, you'll quickly realize why funnels are so popular now and why they're superior to your traditional website.
mm,
So websites tend to be, like you mentioned, Sue, they're
mm,
chaotic. And the customer is in charge of doing everything on their own. If they want to come and buy from you, they have
mm.
to go find it. And there's the about page and the contact and maybe products, and they're not sure what products they're looking for. And
Yes.
so I always tell people this example. So if you have a website, a traditional website, it would be like putting a salesperson outside your business, handing brochures out to people, and
Mm,
hoping that those people would find something in there that they like and come back and buy something. Whereas a funnel is like putting the best salesperson out in front of your business, and instead of handing out brochures, they grab a name and an email address from each person that walks by.
mm,
Then, once they have that contact information, the salesperson asks the customer what they want. Once they find that out, they take the customer by the hand and walk them directly to the product that they're looking for. And then that salesperson can upsell them on more products
mm,
related to the thing that the customer just bought.
mm,
So funnels are operated and meant to be more simple. So on each
mm,
web page, there's only one call to action. There may be multiple buttons on a funnel,
mm,
but they all lead to the exact same place. So it's
mm,
they see these buttons. Let's say it's a long form page, right? They see these buttons, the customer's scrolling through, they see these buttons on this one page saying, hey, yes, I'm interested in this. And no matter what button they click on, it takes them to the order form. So it's
mm,
only leaning on one place. And what I love about funnels is funnels are very catered and are very aware of the customer experience. And what does their buying experience feel like? Is it enjoyable? Is it
mm,
fun? Because selling to people should be fun. Selling to people should be enjoyable because you're helping them solve problems. And versus a website being like, all right, I don't know if this is the product that I want, but I read about your business, but I am not sure where I'm supposed to be. And then I ended up on the blog and all this stuff.
yes.
So it's just a more targeted way of getting sales and leads. And when people
Mm,
ever ask like, oh, do I need a funnel in my business? I go, do you want sales and do you want leads? And and if you answer yes to either of those, then yes, you need a funnel in your business.
mm. And like you said, targeted is that's the word, right?
Yeah.
It's a targeted. Like the experience you described with websites, I have the same feeling. When you get on website, there's a gazillion things you don't know. Uh, well, you click through so many things, by the end you don't even
You're
remember
absolutely
why
right.
you come to
Like,
the website
wait,
in the first place,
yeah.
right? It's actually very distracting.
Hmm.
And I think one of the reasons people build their website instead of having a funnel in place is because they want their website to be beautiful.
Yeah.
Like That's the reason they want to appear to be an expert. But
Exactly.
actually, that's not what people check your website for, right? They want
Right.
to get help. They want
Yeah.
to make sure you can help them, you offer what they are looking for.
Yeah.
And another thing about website is the SEO, like search engine optimization. People
Yeah.
feel like you can throw a bunch of keywords on there, people
Oh,
will find their website.
it's like,
uh, yeah, this is first off, SEO is a long-term solution if you want to succeed in 10 years.
yeah.
And the blog post every single day and research what keywords are popular at that time.
Uh-huh.
Then you also provide top of the line content
Yeah.
with those keywords. Then sure, like you may be able to appear on Google search, but
Yeah.
other than that, I just feel like having a funnel in place is a lot targeted. Or
Right.
there's an approach to have both a website and a funnel in place.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I've definitely had customers talk to me. They're like, so can I like have my website and still have a funnel, or you can connect them? You totally can connect them. It's totally possible because what isn't possible online these days?
Yeah.
Um, but what I love to do is like just have funnels in your business. And
Mm,
people people don't realize that like you can have multiple funnels in your business, and it's not
right.
just
Not just
funnel.
one.
Like you
Mm,
would have one website that hosts everything. You could have multiple funnels, and there's so many different types of funnels out there that all have different purposes. So there's
mm,
some funnels that are really great at just capturing email addresses. And that's
mm,
what I believe too is people are like, oh, SEO and all this stuff. I'm like, just build a list, build an email list, you'll be set for
mm.
like
Yeah.
having an email list is golden, and an email list that you engage with is even better. But yeah,
Mm,
there's funnels for selling high ticket products, from $1,000 to $1 million. There's funnels for selling books and free offers, and so there's so many out there that you can go, all right, what am I selling? What
mm,
funnel works for me? Here are the
mm.
strategies. Let's try it out. Because
Yeah.
you never really know what funnel is going to be successful for you until you use your best guess using the strategies presented and giving it to your audience saying, what do you think? And your feedback is whether they give you their credit card or not.
Yeah. I do see a lot of coaches and other entrepreneurs, use social media, but they don't have a funnel in place. If they don't collect email.
Right.
Uh, I feel like you have total control over the email. Well,
Yes.
Facebook has their algorithms. Maybe you're pushing on content, but what
Yeah,
if one day your content cannot be found, or
seriously.
you can burn out people with those content, right? As
Yeah.
well. But you need to have your own intellectual property,
Yeah.
uh, like a funnel in place, how people collect emails. So even
Right.
if you cannot reach them on social media, or even social media disappears or changes, evolve, change algorithm, you still have those contacts.
Yeah.
And just to say, the comparison between website and funnel, like you said, how important to have funnel and have a purpose, a very targeted purpose for that funnel.
Yeah.
What I found that there's a trend, maybe not a lot of people are picking up, is uh, coaches when they create the website, they have the funnel in mind. So
Uh-huh.
it's not like have a gazillion places, buttons for people to click.
Yeah.
They put the about and blog in the very down, on the bottom, very not too obvious. And
Yeah.
the entire page is an opt-in for their free offer.
Right.
That's their funnel. Like
Yeah.
I feel that could be a very effective approach to combine a funnel and a website. So you have the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
When people visit your website, you need to have a clear purpose, what you want people to do, right? And
Yeah.
people are not gonna, a stranger come to your website, they're not gonna buy a high ticket program from
Right.
your website. So it doesn't matter how beautiful your website is. But you need to think about the journey you're taking the client through by
Absolutely.
having a sales funnel. So
Yeah.
I like how you explained the difference between a funnel and a website and why coaches, consultants, online service providers need to have a funnel in place.
Yeah,
Very, very useful stuff. So
definitely.
my next question is, why do people need funnels in their business? I know that you kind of answered that. Um, Maybe you can also tell us what top marketers are doing, what those millionaires are doing, how they structure their sales funnel,
Hmm.
and what get people to opt in or
Yeah.
buy the sales funnel.
Right. So great question. Thank you for asking me. So there's 4 questions. So there's when it comes to, okay, getting people to opt in, buy in your funnel, there's 4 questions I will always tell people. It's like the secret formula. If you know the answer to these 4 questions, man, the chance of your funnel being successful is really high. And those 4 questions are: 1, who is your dream customer? So
Mm,
by whoever it is, whether you own a brick and mortar business and you actually have a physical store, or you sell one-on-one coaching, or you sell a book or whatever, you have to know who your dream customer is. And that's, again, when I study these millionaires, that is something they all are very clear on, because I was
mm,
the same way when I first started my online business. Was I just want to help everybody. And
yeah.
I'm like, everyone needs a funnel so I can help everybody. But I actually end up helping less people with that mentality, because I'm
Mm,
not clear on who I'm actually trying to serve. And you go, well, I might be leaving out people
yeah.
who I could help. But honestly, knowing who you want to serve, who you vibe with, who you love to work with, the type of personality, you need to know who that is. And you'll actually end up serving them better by knowing that. So that's the
Mm,
first question. You have to know who your dream customer is. Second,
mm,
you have to know where your dream customers congregate. And that
mm,
means, where do they hang out on social media? What YouTube videos do they love to watch? What Instagram influencers do they follow? What Facebook groups are they a part of? So once you have your dream customer narrowed down, you can go, all right, where are they hanging out? What stuff do they love to consume? And then
mm,
you go and be a part of those groups, and you start building relationships and adding value. And after you have identified, okay, where are they hanging out? Then you create the bait to get them to your funnels, which is the hooks, essentially. And the best hooks, that's these things that these millionaires can do, is they create amazing hooks to get people in, because they know who they're trying to serve. They know exactly who they're talking to. And I know even some of the millionaires I studied, they have, let's say they serve both men and women. They
mm,
have it drawn out. Let's say their ideal woman her name is Sarah, and she does this and this and this, and she loves this, and the male is Sam. And so they have avatars of
mm,
their dream customer. They get that specific on age and gender and hobbies and income and just who they would ideally love to work with. And then once they have that avatar created, they can create their social media content around that, getting
mm,
those out. And then the 4th question is, what is the unique result that you can offer those dream customers? And that result is delivered, at least the way I teach it, through a funnel and your services. So
mm,
what can you help them with? What is the problem that you can help them solve? And then the funnel is essentially, it's just the vehicle that
mm,
delivers that result, or helps the customer, or gets them on the right path to what you're trying to ultimately achieve. Because that's what we're here as entrepreneurs. That's what we're doing. We're just helping
mm.
problems, and
Right.
unique problems that we see, and our strengths, and using our weaknesses and going, hey, I have expertise in this area. Let me help you solve this problem. So those are definitely
Mm,
4 questions that I have everyone I work with ask and figure out, because no matter what business you're running, if you're not clear on those, if you have a funnel in your business, it's still not going to be successful. You have to know who you're targeting, because then you can use a funnel to go, I am serving these people, and this
Mm,
is the product that can help you. Are you interested? And
mm,
then go from there, versus just having your website that's free for all and going, hey, I'm just trying to sell to everyone. Yes, everyone can visit your funnel, but the people who will resonate with you and will actually buy from you are the
mm.
people that hopefully are your dream customers.
Yeah, I think I recently I heard. Okay. I got a comment here said I missed the third point.
Okay, perfect. The third question is, what bait can you use to get your dream customers interested in your product? So it's essentially, what hooks can you create that are specific to your dream customer that
Mm,
will get them curious or get them really interested in wanting to learn more about what you do?
okay, so the third point is the hook.
Yes.
Uh, what they want.
Yep.
That's you offer.
Getting their interest.
Mm, okay, that's great. So this is 4 points. The who they are and where they are located, the hook, and what unique results you offer. These
Uh-huh.
are what we need to get clarity. You're welcome. Oh, well, welcome. These are very important. We need to take notes of this. I feel like this is my metaphor for a sales funnel. It's kind of like a vacuum. Like when you're kind of like suckling it up, right?
Yeah.
And that is your message has that function
Yeah.
uh, to get them into the host, and you have to go where they are, right?
Yeah.
To funnel them in. So
Yeah.
you have to understand where they are located.
Right.
And the end result is kind of in the message as well. They need to be
Yeah.
clear what results you get for them.
Well, and it makes writing your copy and making, if you do make videos for your whatever product, it makes it so much easier and saves you time, because you're not trying to like brainstorm ideas of what to talk about. If you know the dream customer and you know their pain points, you know what they could use help with, man, creating content is so much easier and doesn't have to take as much time now.
Yeah, exactly. Uh, yes, absolutely. And this is very crucial. Is a lot of people they think the more people they expose to, they got more people into the funnel, but that's not the case, right? You only want the people you want to work with
Yeah.
inside the funnel. If you try to please every single person, then they're not going to convert, right?
Right.
You won't be specific enough.
Yeah.
And I was learning about copywriting. Is with copywriting is you want the people you want to work with to be interested by your copy, and those people who are not in alignment to be repelled as fast as you can, so
Yeah.
they don't you know get over there. Uh, so so don't worry about it being like unique in
Yeah.
tailored towards a very kind of narrow audience, but it's more targeted. So in the end, you actually save a lot of money
Yeah,
and
and
headache.
you'll just enjoy yourself more. If you're working with people who you enjoy being around, your journey as an entrepreneur is going to be so much more enjoyable, because you can be at $1 million. You can be making $1 million in revenue a year. And if you're
Mm,
not serving the people who you enjoy serving and working with, and you wake up every morning going, I cannot wait to work with these people, you're going to be miserable. And that's what, none of us want that. Like, so no matter if you're a millionaire or not, making sure who you're serving is who you actually enjoy being around is going to be huge. And if you actually end up enjoying running your business or not.
I love like you use being fun as uh, kind of just a readout, right? When you have fun, you know you're on the right path.
Yeah,
And
exactly. Like, it's
maybe
hard,
you start a business and
but
you
you
want
better be
to.
you better be enjoying who you're working with.
Okay, Alicia has a question. She said I'm weak in copywriting. So I want to say, Alicia, don't say that to yourself. That's a mental conditioning. I think anyone can be good at copywriting,
Yeah,
right? You just need some market research. Again, find out where your ideal clients are located and go join that conversation. What is the exact words they use?
yeah. You don't have to have the most like professional writing. If you're addressing like we're human. We're having human interaction. It's okay to mess up here and there. It's okay to be real. It's okay to stutter. It's okay, to do all this stuff. As long as you're being real and going, hey, dream customer, I know you have problems with this, this, and this, and I have a solution. Let me help you out. Boom, copywriter.
Yeah. Here is the thing is you have to learn what the language they are using.
Yeah.
I think there's a common metaphor is going to the store buying a drill, and you are the salesperson. You're selling the drill, and you use all these technical terms like the material of the drill, the speed is spinning, but Casper don't care about this. They want a hole on the wall, right? So you
Yes.
need to communicate with their emotions. So this is happens a lot with coaches as well because we're so good at what we do. We know all these fancy terms. We throw out these fancy terms, but they don't know. Customers, clients, they don't use those terms, right?
Yes.
So
Oh, Sue, that is so good. I love that. Like that you have so much interest in what you're doing, but you have to talk to what is
language.
important to them because they're the ones giving you their credit card. So you have to talk to them and focus on what they need help with, not just what you're excited about.
Mhm. Yeah, so this might go a little bit tangential, but I want to dive deep because this is so important. It's about the marketing and what they want. Is they they are what keep them up at night? What they for example, weight loss. There are a lot of weight loss coaches, and I talked to a lot of coaches who help women lose weight, but that's so broad, like any women
Yeah.
or particular age, and you have to drive to their pinpoints. You are very welcome. I'm glad this is so helpful. You have to drive to their pinpoints. For example, if a middle-aged man wants to lose weight, maybe after married for a few years and start having children, the man might be gaining weight, and perhaps the wife lost interest or something, right?
Yeah.
Or they feel like lost the attraction. Maybe the reason he
Right.
wants to lose weight to get back the romance.
Uh-huh.
Uh, he want to feel sexy or loved.
Yeah.
Well, if that's the emotion you should be targeting, you need to speak their pain points, what exactly they are looking for. So
Yeah.
that's example of weight loss, or it could be a mom after giving birth have extra weight, trying to
Right.
lose weight, fit into the dress, and feel like the best of herself, like when she got married. That's
Yeah.
the emotion. So when you talk to potential clients, you need to speak their language. So uh, the it have to be emotional. So
Yeah.
your market
And
is
that's what
their emotion. Yeah.
yeah. I also will tell people all the time, and I try and do this a lot in my business, is tell stories. Share stories, whether it's your stories or someone you know or someone
Hmm.
you look up to. Like sharing stories connects people in such a different way. And like you said, Sue, it helps bring out that emotion and hear like stories of success, stories of failure, stories of hardship,
Mm,
different things like that all help bring out that emotion, which I
right.
which I love.
Mm, yes. So it's that you actually can communicate with clients on a deeper emotional level when you
Yeah.
tell your story because they resonate with you.
Yeah.
Facts tell, emotions sell. So people buy with emotions, they justify with logic. Yeah,
I love that.
yeah. So why people buy with emotion? Because that's really the core of human being is emotional, is the energy. Why they want to justify with logic is because they want to appear intelligent.
Yeah.
When they bought the stuff, like maybe they bought a $500 dress and they have to justify that. They
Right.
justify with logic, but the decision, when they make the decision, is emotional. So
Yeah.
when you sell your package or coaching or your online service, you need to talk to their emotions.
Yep.
And that's how you enter their mind. That's how the communication begins.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you 100%.
And when you put that copy on the sales funnel, that's like everything is on steroids now,
That's
right?
gold. Stories are what sells.
Yeah. Okay, fantastic. So, Kyla, can you tell us who you help with and how can people get in touch with you?
Yeah, absolutely. So, my dream customer, I guess now I'm on the spot. I gotta share who I love to work with. So I primarily love to help passionate female entrepreneurs who are making at least 5 figures in their business a month, but man, they're so ready for an upgrade. And I believe everyone is capable of, that $1 million status and and I help people use funnels to help get there. And my website is kylaliu.com. Or I guess better to say my funnel because I use funnels to sell my stuff as well. But yeah, if you go to kylaliu.com, you'll be able to access, I build funnels for people. You'll be able to see my funnel building service. And also if you guys are interested in learning about the Millionaire Code a little bit deeper, and what I found, I do have a video training series that I'm selling for $20 that you'll have lifetime access to, and you can find that at kylaliu.com as well.
Fantastic. And that's your research
Yeah.
of millionaires and their marketing, right?
Yeah, it's just real. It's real. It's raw. It's the common denominators of what I found, and then I found the big topics and talk about them and give you the big framework of what these entrepreneurs are doing to keep them successful and what got them there. So you have the big picture of what you're supposed to be doing, and then you can dive in deeper to the specifics that work for you because everyone's different.
That's great. So everyone listening or watching the replay, check out Kyla's website, kylaliu.com, and get her millionaire code and get her funnel service if that's going to be beneficial for you. Thank you so much, Kyla, for this show. This is so value packed. I really enjoyed it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sue, for having me. I have absolutely enjoyed this.
Fantastic. Bye, everybody.
See ya.